Hello students. So till yesterday we have done with algebra of complex numbers we have done. So next I will proceed square root of negative real numbers. Now square root of negative real numbers, what it will be, you see. I have taken here I square. I square is what? Minus 1. This we know only. Now if I take minus I square, see minus I square also if I take, I will get I square only, because minus into minus becomes plus and this I square. Again I will get positive on there, and this I square is also minus 1 itself. So if I take positive is I square is minus 1, negative also same it comes. Okay. See, x square plus 1 at start we had done, we were getting minus 1, root of minus 1 we get. So when root of minus 1, what I have said you, it is I, right? We denote root of minus 1 as I. But whenever you are removing your square root, we write plus or minus. Okay, we write like this. Therefore plus I and minus I both are the solution of this equations. Okay, of this equation. Now say similarly, now I take root 3I whole square. Okay, now separately if I write root 3 whole square into I square. Okay, multiplication you see. Now this root and 2 have said you it will always get cut, so it becomes 3. I square is what? I square is minus 1. So 3 into minus 1 is minus 3. Same with negative we will check. Here I have taken minus root 3I whole square. Okay, same like this we will split minus root 3 whole square into I square. Okay, now see this root get cancels here, but minus is there. For minus also first we should do square na. This we have to first calculate. So minus square becomes your plus. Okay, and this square get cancels, you are left with 3. So you are getting here 3, and again you have here I square. So 3 again I square is what? I square is minus 1. So 3 into minus 1 is you are getting again 3. Okay, so your square root of a negative real number also you will get the same what you will get for your positive. Okay. So here what we tell, symbol root of minus 3, this represents root 3 into I only. Okay, this represents root 3 only. That is, you can write like this, root of minus 3 is equal to root 3I. Whenever in root negative comes, this negative we take it as I, because it's a root of minus 1 we can take, right? How we can take? It is root minus 1 into 3. So root of minus 1 is taken as I and root 3 remains as it is. So in negative, if any number, any real number you get, we write it that number and the minus sign is written as I. Okay, this you should remember in your complex number, especially you get like this. Okay, so we have here one note. Okay, we know that for any real number, root A into root B is equal to what? Root A into B. Right, we write whole root A into B. This is whatever, we get the same. Whether A is positive, B is negative, or A is negative, B positive, or both positive. Okay, for that 3 things we know this is true. Whether the same holds for both negative, if A is also negative, B is also negative, whether this holds, let us check. We will consider our I square only. I square is what? Okay, so I square, how we can write? I accordingly it is what? Root of minus 1. So I square I can write root minus 1, right? Root minus 1 into root minus 1. So this, assuming this, your root of A into root of B is equal to root of AB, assuming that I am writing the same, root A into root B, I am writing root A into B. So now minus into minus becomes plus, 1 ones are 1. So you are getting root 1, and root 1 is what? It's 1 only, right? So you are getting I square as minus 1, but we know that this is contradictory, right? This is contradictory. Why? We know that what? I square is minus 1, right? We know that I square is minus 1. So this contradicts the fact that for that case, if both a and b is negative, then your root of a into root of b is not equal to root a into b when both are negative. Okay, this just kind of note you can take it. But further you can take, if any your a is equal to 0 or b is equal to 0, that is definitely your root a into root b is equal to root ab. Why? Because this will be equal to 0. Okay, so just pause the video to note it down, just for your understanding part it is, because probably we might use in problems or anything sudden I may write, so that time you may get confused. So with example I just showed you. Okay, so you have your identities. First one I'll show this, similarly for the others you have to do it. They are telling prove that z1 plus z2 the whole square is equal to z1 square plus z2 square plus 2 z1 z2 for all complex numbers z1 and z2. Remember, this we are studying of complex number. For even real numbers and all we study, right, a plus b the whole square, like that same for complex numbers. So z1 plus, now what we are doing, we are considering our left hand side, that is z1 plus z2 whole square. How I can write? It is square, so 2 times I can write z1 plus z2 into z1 plus z2. I can write like this. Now with the help of my distributive law, multiplying this z1 plus z2, okay, z1 plus z2 into z1, this whole into, we split it, right? How we split? This whole into z1 plus this whole into z2. Again z1 plus z2, okay, z1 plus z2 into z2. This with the help of distributive law we have done. We have splitted it with the help of distributive law. Like this only distributive law comes, right? First brackets, yes. Now what I'll do, I'll multiply again with the help of distributive law. How we multiply each other, right? z1 square I'll get again plus z1 into z2. In the same way, z1 into z2 plus z2 whole square. Again this is the same, your distributive law. This comes under your distributive law, right? z1 plus z2 into z1 means distributive law, what it tells, z1 square plus multiplying the each. Now what I am going to do, see z1 square plus z1 into z2 plus z1 into z2, so I get 2 z1 into z2 plus z2 square. So what they were asking, we have proved that. Okay, we have proved it. But here how they have asked like this, you can apply your commutative law of multiplication. Here you see it is z1 z2. Suppose if you get here z2 z1, you can write here. Similar way you can prove like this also. Okay, for this all just write it down. You try to prove it the same way how I have done. You try to prove. Many other identities also will be there, but this all you just remember it. Okay, proofs I doubt it is so important, but still remember it. Okay, z1 minus z2 whole square, the same, z1 plus z2 the whole cube, z1 minus z cube the whole cube, z1 square minus z2 square. Similar kind of your real numbers identities. Okay, pause the video to note it down. We will see example, like you have many type. One, it is like expressed in the form of a plus ib. Okay, they'll ask a plus ib forms you have to express. Like a plus ib means how a b are your real numbers, but if we consider like this will be real of z, this will be your imaginary of z, right? We have said like this. So this is a complex number. In this form you have to represent. So they have given minus 5i into 1 by 8i. So how I can write this? 5 into 1 is 5 ones are 5. This divided by 8 only, because here it is 1 only, right? 8 into 1 is 8 I will get. I into I is what? I square. I can write like this. Now what I can do, minus 5 by 8 keep as it is. I square, how I can write? I square as a minus 1 I can write, right? So this is minus 1. Minus into minus again becomes plus, 5 ones are 5. So 5 by 8. So you have got 5 by 8. Only a you have got. Plus I, so nothing is there, means this is 0, right? I into 0 is 0, because actual what you have got only 5 by 8. Just a second, you can write like this, 5 by 8. A plus IB form they are asking, so it will be 5 by 8 plus I 0. Don't write like this, 5 by 8 plus I 0, which is equal to A plus IB form. Understood? You have to write like this. If you don't have anything imaginary you are not getting, means you should, but still you have to write by mentioning 0, where you can say where A is equal to 5 by 8, B is equal to 0. Like this you can tell it. Okay, when you have, then you have to mention. Such problems will be there. We'll catch up in exercise part. I just wanted to show you how it will be. Next topic, you have the modulus and the conjugate of complex number. What does modulus means and what does conjugate? It is not so difficult, it is very simple. Now z plus z is equal to a plus ib is a complex number, right? So modulus of z is given as like this. Modulus you know, right? This two lines is called as modulus. So modulus, in that inside you are writing z. So when it is modulus, it is always defined to be a non-negative real number. Okay, non-negative real number, how it is given? Root of a square plus b square, right? Because if you take here root, so modulus is given as mod z, and mod z value is what? Root of a square plus b square. This is mod z value. Okay, this is your mod z value. So whatever you get here in z place, you have to write in a plus b form you are getting. So you have to write a square plus b square only for your complex number. Your complex number modulus will be this. Your modulus is mod z is equal to root of a square plus b square, which is a non-negative. Modulus is always a non-negative real number. Now you have the conjugate. Conjugate means what? Conjugate of your complex number z is denoted as z raised to bar. Conjugate means opposite, right? This is positive, a plus ib is positive, its complex number. Z bar is what? A minus ib. Okay, that is your z bar, which is equal to a minus ib. Your modulus is mod z root of a square ib, and your conjugate is z bar, which is equal to a minus ib. How we are considering only see your real part of a and your imaginary part what it is b. So it's square, like this it will be. Okay. Now for example, suppose you have root of 3 plus I, sorry, modulus 3 plus I. To remove the modulus, how you do? Root, what it is? Root a square plus b square. A is square, a is what here? 3. So 3 square. B is what? I nothing is means 1, right? So plus 1 square. So what you get? 3 square is 9 plus 1. 9 plus 1 is 10. So modulus of 3 plus I is root 10. Understood how you have to do modulus? Same with the conjugate. If they tell you 3 plus I conjugate, this will be what? 3 minus I. Simple. Plus becomes minus. That's it. This is the modulus. This is the what they tell conjugate. There are some complex numbers properties, so we will do that too. Your multiplicative inverse of a complex number, non-zero complex number. Okay, z inverse, how it is given? 1 by a plus ib, and this z inverse even we split how? A by a square plus b square plus I minus b by a square plus b square. I have already given you in one note, I guess in previous topic. So when we solve this, if we take LCM, a square plus b square LCM becomes, and we get a minus ib. Now here you see a minus ib is what? Your conjugate, and a square plus b square is what? Modulus square, right? It is modulus square. Your modulus z is what? Root of a square plus b square. So if I square on both the side, what you get? Modulus square. This becomes your a square plus b square, right? Because your square get cancels. So as you can see, your z inverse you get z bar by mod z whole square, or you can also write as z into z bar is equal to modulus z square, right? Z into z bar is equal to modulus z square. Z inverse you can write it as 1 by z, right? This here I'll write z inverse means what? Don't write here. Z inverse is 1 by z. So if I take this as 1 by z, z into z bar is equal to modulus of z you get. Okay, so this is also very important, you should remember. This will be useful for your further in your CT and all. Okay, this is a minute for your CTs and all, 1 mark questions, it will be like that. Okay, and for your examples we just use it. You have some results too. See, mod z1 into z2, you can split it mod z1 into mod z2 when it is in a product form. When it is in a quotient form, mod of z1 by z2, you can write numerator mod z1, denominator mod z2, provided your mod z2 should not be equal to 0. I have said you why denominator should never be 0 in your quotient form. Again, in conjugate, z1 into z2 whole conjugate is taken as z1 conjugate into z2 conjugate. You can write it like this, you can split it. And plus minus, addition subtraction, z1 plus or minus z2 conjugate, it will be z1 conjugate plus or minus z2 conjugate, if addition means plus, subtraction means minus. Even in your quotient form of your conjugate, z1 by z2 whole conjugate, for both it is, so separately it becomes z1 conjugate whole divided by z2 conjugate, provided your z2 should not be equal to 0. So this was all your theory parts, everything, definitions and all. Now we will solve the exercise of how much we have studied. Okay, theoretically, now practicality we will apply it. I hope it is clear for you. Give an example, you see. Find multiplicative inverse of 2 minus 3i. 2 minus 3i, how we are doing? Multiplicative inverse, we know, first write, let we take this as a z, let z is equal to 2 minus 3i, and we know that z inverse is equal to z conjugate by modulus z whole square. Yes, conjugate by this, we have studied this. So we have to substitute our conjugate and modulus, so that first we will find our conjugate. Yes, z conjugate we will find, as your z is what? 2 minus 3i. The z conjugate will be what? 2 plus 3i, right? Conjugate is opposite of that. In the same way, now we have to find modulus. Z is equal to what? 2 minus 3i. Modulus of z, how we do? Root of a square plus b square. Here a is what? 2. So 2 square plus b square, right? B is what? Minus 3. Right? It is minus 3, right? Minus 3 whole square. See, you should be very careful. It is minus 3. So here what you get? Now modulus square they are telling. So modulus square becomes what? Is equal to 2 square plus of minus 3 square. This is your modulus square, right? So what you get? 2 square is 4 plus 3 square is 9 and minus square is 1 itself. So 4 plus 9 is 13, right? Now we will substitute this, you can take as equation 1. So consider equation 1. We have z inverse is equal to z conjugate by modulus square. Z conjugate what we have got? 2 plus 3i, and your modulus square you have got 13. So this is your z inverse. If you want real and imaginary, you can do separately, that is 2 by 13 plus 3 by 13 I, or I 3 by 13 you can write. Understood how you have to find? You can use directly like this, or you can go by that 1 by z inverse. Even I have to show that, or you can go like this. Z is your what? 2 minus 3i. Multiplicative inverse they are telling, means z inverse, right? Z inverse means 1 by 2 minus 3i. Yes, z inverse is 1 by 2 minus 3i. So 1 by 2 minus 3i, how you have to do? I have said your conjugate you have studied, you have to multiply the opposite for both numerator and denominator. It is how 2 plus 3i multiply to numerator and denominator 2 plus 3i. So what you will get? 1 into 2 plus 3i whole divided by, this is a minus b, a plus b is what? A square plus b square, right? It is actually a square minus b square form, but here I you get, I square is minus 1. So directly I will write a square plus 3 square. I have already explained you in previous also, so again I won't write. So what you get? 2 plus 3i, here same you get 4 plus 9 which is 13. 2 plus 3i by 13. Same like above we have got. Again separate your real and your imaginary. Okay, either use your formula and you can do, or you can do in this way also. It is one and the same. They are just asking you multiplicative inverse. Multiplicative inverse is z inverse only. Okay, either like this or like this you can do it. Understood? So shall we proceed to the exercise part? We'll proceed to exercise 5.1. So your exercise 5.1, first main they are telling express each of the complex number in the form a plus ib, right? I have shown you already example how you have to solve. Just solve it and get in a plus ib form. Okay, so I have taken the second question. Second is I raised to 9 plus I raised to 19. So solution, how I am doing, I raised to 9, I raised to 19, values only you have to put, right? I raised to 9 is I raised to 19 is minus a. How it has come, I have already told you. I raised to 9 you can split it as I raised to 8 into I raised to, for that you should know I raised to 8. This you have to do like I raised square, I cube, I4, that all things. Or I raised to 4k plus 2. I raised to 4k plus 2 is what? It is I. This we know in general. Yes, in general we know I raised to 4k plus 2 is I. How? Now in place of k, if I put 1, what I get? 4. 4 ones are 4 plus 2. 4 plus 2 is 9, right? So I raised to 9. If I take k is equal to 1, okay, I get 4 into 1 plus 2. 4 into 1 plus 2 is what? 9, right? I raised to 9, which is equal to I. In the same way, here 19, where shall I do? Shall I do here? It is I 4k raised to 3. In place of k, I can put, you have to check, see if you put 1, 4 plus 3, 4 plus 3 you don't get 19. Try with 2, 8 plus 3 is 19, no. Then comes 3, 12 plus 3 is 19, no. Then comes 4, 16 plus 3 is 19, yes. So where you should put here k is equal to 4. When k is equal to 4, you get I 19, and that is equal to minus I, because I 4k plus 3 is always minus I 4k plus 2 is always I. So you can do like this also. Okay, you can do like this and see directly you can put. So basically what you'll get, I plus into minus is I. So plus I minus I get cancels and you're getting 0. So both the 0 you're getting. Your A is also 0, B is also 0. This form you can write 0 plus I 0, because they have said you to write in this form only. So I have written 0 plus I 0. Okay. Understood? Simple it is, not so difficult. 1 marks question it will be. Next question is your fourth one. 3 into 7 plus I7 plus I7 plus I7. So solution, 3 of 7 plus I7, this is given. So it is left on you now how you are going to solve. Either multiply here only 3 7s are if you want, or from this both I can take 7 plus I7 common, right? From this both if I take, I'll get 3. Anyhow it is one and the same. See 3 7s are 21, okay. Then again 3 7s are 21I plus 7 into I plus 7, and I into I you are getting I square. Okay, like this directly you can do. Then now 21 plus 21I plus 7I you get 28I plus 7, I square is what? Minus 1. So you will get 28I, 21 plus 28I, and this plus into minus is minus, 7 ones are 7. So 21 minus 7 you are getting 14, your real numbers like terms, plus 28 I remains as it is. So this is in the form of your A plus IB, right? You can do like this, or if some people are doing from this both, if I take 7 plus I7 common, I will be left with 3 plus I. Either taking this and multiply each term, you will get one and the same answer. If you want, you try this. Okay, I hope it is clear. Pause the video to note it down. Seventh one, what they have given, 1 by 3 plus I 7 by 3 plus 4 plus I 1 by 3 minus and minus of 4 by 3 plus I. It is very, very simple. Okay, these problems, not like you have to break your head. See, while seeing this only, we have write it everything, okay. Just if I open up the bracket, without bracket if I write what I have, I by 3, first we will solve for this part. So this bracket is there, whenever like this brackets you have, first solve your inner, then go with your what whole you will get with this outer you go, okay. So I 7 by 3, here also plus 4 plus I by 3, like this you are getting, right. Just have opened up, I am writing properly. See, here it is plus sign, so don't go to multiply again. Most of the students do that, don't go to do, because this is not multiplication, here it is addition sign. And if you want, I can take my minus sign inside, minus into minus becomes plus 4 by 3, plus into minus become minus I. So like this I can take. Now your like terms add, okay. If you want, you can keep at one place, 1 by 3 plus 4, keep your like terms in one part, and here see here imaginary part, I can take common from this both, take I common, I will be left with 7 by 3 plus 1 by 3. Understood how I have done? And again here you have plus 4 by 3 minus I, even I guess this also I can do, whole your like terms I can take one in one part also. Here also is there, here also, this also like terms, even this also I can do. So we will do that only. 1 by 3 plus 4 and even this plus 4 by 3. This is one part, plus I, take common from this, 7 by 3 plus 1 by 3 is there, here you get minus 1, right. So directly I have got your A plus IB form, okay. Here what I have done, see this is also 1 plus 1 by 3, 4 and 4 by 3, see here also it is plus, so don't think it is a multiplication, here also it is plus only. If you want separately first, if you want to add this and then with this also you can go. Again fourth step you will end up like this only, so I have taken directly. Here what you will get, 3 as your LCM, right, so you get 3 as your LCM, you get 1, 4 3s are 12 plus 4 plus I, even here you get 3 as your LCM, so you get 7 plus 1 and minus 3. 3 as LCM, 3 1s are 3, right, and here also 4 3s are 12. So add it. So 12 plus 5 is 17, so 17 by 3 plus I, 7 plus 1 8, 8 minus 3 is 5 by 3, right. This is your A plus IB form. Yes, this is obvious here, A plus IB form. Understood how you have to do? See, very simple problems there. There is no much any techniques you have to use, but you have to be very careful in your addition, in your multiplication, in your subtraction, okay. Pause the video to note it down, students. Next, ninth one, see 1 by 3 plus 3i whole cube it is telling. This is all simple. Split your whole cube identity, you write 1 by 3 plus 3i the whole cube. Your identity, complex identity which I have given you already, z1 plus z2 whole cube, how we write, z1 cube plus 3z1 square into z2 plus 3z1 into z square plus z2 whole cube. So same, here z1 is what, if you want you can write here, if you don't understand, here z1 is 1 by 3, z2 is 3i, right. Here z1 is 1 by 3 and here z2 is 3i. So z1 cube plus 3 z1 square into z2 plus 3 z1 into z2 square plus z2 cube. This is your formula identity, just remember it. If you got in cube means you have to just write like this. If here it is raised to 4, if it is means split it. How you will do? Write in a cube into again the same one, 3 into 1 you have to do, okay. Now do everything, your cubing, your squaring and get it in the form A plus IB, okay. So what we are doing, 1 by 3 cube, 3 cube is what, 27, 3 1s are 3 1s get cancels, here it is into, okay, don't get confused with plus, 1 square is 1, so 1 into 3i is 3i. Even here 3 get cancelled, so you are left with 3i whole square plus 3i whole cube. So how you get 1 by 27 plus 3i whole square I have kept as it is plus 27. Your I cube is 3 cube is 27 and your I cube is minus I, right? Your I square is minus 1. Here I have put 1 by 27 plus 3i. 3 square is 9. I cube is, I square is minus 1. So you get minus 9 minus 27 into I. Your real terms keep one side, your imaginary keep it to the other side. You have to get in that form, right? A plus IB implies you write 127 minus 9 and you have I take common, you will be having 3 minus 27. Okay, you can do like this. Now take your LCM as a 27. See students, here one mistake became. What is the mistake? See, even you can do such mistake in a hurry. See, here we didn't recognize. See, here we didn't recognize. It is 1 by 3 whole square. Okay, 1 by 3 whole square. So it is for 1 square and 3 square, right? So you get 1 by 9 you get, right? 3 square is 9. If you want, you can split 3 into 3. So 1 3 get cancels. Even 3 will be remaining here. So here 3 get cancels. Okay. So here we made a mistake. 1 by 3 square it is. So it is 1 by 9 you get. So 9 3 3s are this, everything gets cancels. 1 3 had cancelled there. So here I wrote 1 by 3 into 3 again. So 3 get cancels. I'll be having only I, right? So this one and your I form, your imaginary one. So here you get 1 minus 243 divided by 27 plus I into, this is minus 26. So you get minus 242 by 27 minus 26i. So this is here in the form of A plus IB. Okay, even see, you can also do like this problem. So please be careful enough while doing. Okay. So they are telling multiplicative inverse. I've already showed you multiplicative inverse, how you have to do. You know that Z inverse means what? Z conjugate by modulus of Z, modulus Z whole square. So take first let Z is equal to root 5 plus 3i. So write down what we know, Z inverse is equal to conjugate Z by modulus Z square. Now we know that Z is root 5 plus 3i, so its conjugate will be root 5 minus 3i. Now we will find the modulus square. So it is Z is equal to root 5 plus 3i. So modulus Z square will be what? Root 5 square plus 3 square, right? So root 5 square plus 3 square. So you get modulus Z square is equal to, this root and 2 get cancels. You have 5. 3 square is 9. And 9 plus 5 is what? 14. So we will take this in 1. You write from 1. Okay. From 1 what you have? Z inverse is equal to conjugate by modulus square. So conjugate you have root, okay, wait, right here, next line you write root 5 minus 3i whole divided by, you have got 14. Modulus square you have got 14. So split it in your A plus IB form. Your A is what? Root 5 by 14 minus your B is 3 by 14i. Okay. So this is your equal to A plus IB form. Yeah, you can write, but there's no need also if you want to split, if you don't want to split, because we need is your Z inverse only. So both you got only this, even in your A plus IB. Okay. So you came to know how we have to send the multiplicative inverse. So we will meet in the next class with the next topic. I hope it is clear for you how you have to solve the problems. So let's meet in the next class. Thank you, students.